Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and this is the best of the live shows. Hello, Frank. How you doing?
Hey Marcus, I'm good, and you?
Hey, I'm pretty good. Do you have video, or are you just audio only?
No, I'm afraid I'm only audio.
Okay.
But, yeah.
And where are you from, Frank?
I'm from South Africa.
South Africa. Wow, isn't it
Yeah.
amazing the technology? Your voice sounds crystal clear.
It's just a good microphone, probably.
Yeah. So, what's on your mind, Frank?
I'm just wondering, what do you think about like all these new games that have been released? Like a couple years ago, you wouldn't see as many games being released to the public with betas and closed betas and open betas, and you wouldn't be able to participate as much in the like development cycle as it is. And then nowadays, there are a hell of a lot of games being released, but they aren't really as good as the ones that were just released like in a less amount. I don't know if that's just kind of how do you feel about all of that?
Well,
Oh,
let me see if I can equate it to anything, because this is a pattern, and it's a normal pattern in business that that something new comes onto the market. It's really good, and then somebody else comes out with another version of it, and then another version of it, another version of it, and next thing you know, they're seeing all these people are having great success, and then everybody and their mother starts getting tools to make the same product, and we have a plethora of them everywhere. And so that is what's happening in the video game market. It's getting saturated. And so it's hard to find the it's hard to find quality now because we have so much more quantity. And so I can remember that I guess back, gosh, probably about 7 or 8 years ago, I started supporting giving beta codes out to people that were customers, and then later on to viewers and everything. And that was really a big deal to be able to score beta codes for a good game. And now everybody and their mother has beta codes, and so we end up being very selective that we're only giving out beta codes for games that we really enjoy and think that are going to be really good. Just like that, the other caller that was the Citadel of Sorcery. Just from what I saw in the pictures there, it didn't look polished enough. It didn't look interesting enough,
yeah.
and with the advent of Kickstarter, Kickstarter has allowed a whole bunch of people to pitch their games. And I think that we're approaching a time of having more games than we've ever had before. And it used to be back in '97 when Ultima Online came out, we had only one choice for an MMO. Then in probably '98, we probably had about 5 choices for an MMO. '99, we probably had about 10,
Were
and
those
then
sorry?
it
Were
just
those
kept going.
okay?
So, and it's exponential. I mean, now we have over 1,000 MMOs that are out there that anyone can join. And how can you get quality out of that? You just got to find the really good ones.
I
So,
guess so. You end up wasting a lot of money on like all of the different games, and you can't actually just find one that you actually want to play.
well,
Oh well.
that is okay. So there is that side effect, and so and that's both negative, but it's also positive because there's so many now that have gone to the free to play model or a freemium model, and
Uh,
so there are so many games that you get to try before you buy, and it allows you to see whether or not it has that spark. So a good example is like World of Tanks. You can play that one without spending a dime, and you can try it before you can buy it. All these betas that are out there. Runes of Magic is another one that I can think of. And there's just, in fact, most of the games coming out now, I'm surprised when they have it to where it's going to be a box on the shelf and that you have to pay a monthly subscription. I think
yeah,
that model is just about dead.
pretty much like
So,
WoW almost.
Yeah, well, WoW has still got a foothold, and it can keep doing it the way it's been doing.
Yeah.
But another WoW game coming out right now would have a hard time with that. And the latest one to try that was Terra. Terra came out, where you had to buy the game. So did Rift. Terra came out, both of these came out to where you had to buy the game and then you pay monthly. And I think Terra's gone free to play now, and Rift is some hybrid model. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, do you think people will be more willing to, well, less willing rather, to pay for a game? For example, if you have like a 15-month subscription to WoW and then you're playing all the free-to-play games on the side, while, for example, like you stop raiding or whatever, and then you play League of Legends during the off time, and then you come back to WoW and you still have to pay. Do you think people are gonna not want to pay as much and then like leave WoW almost? Or do you think it'll just stay?
WoW has its own draw, and it's hard to say with WoW, because here's the deal: is that WoW is a special game, and it can't be compared to other games because it has greatness, and there's only a few games that really have achieved greatness, and you can't compare those against each other unless it's another game that has also had greatness.
Okay.
They're like on a whole different playing field. It's like it's like comparing a Ferrari to a Chevy.
Okay.
And even a high-end Chevy race car still is no Ferrari.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Frank, for the call. Take care.
You too. Cheers.
Well, now that you've made it this far, can I interest you in another video? In the upper left is a video where I talk about being yourself and why it's so important to stay true to yourself and don't worry so much about what other people are saying. Click on that if you want to go see that, and it has awesome music, and as you can see there, it's got the clouds rolling over. I did this time-lapse thing. Pretty cool. Upper right, are you interested in War Z? Have you wondered whether or not the game is any good? In that video, I give you a review of what I think about War Z, whether or not I think that you should even, play it at all or whatnot. And speaking of playing new games, lower right, Greedmonger. Greedmonger is a Kickstarter campaign. It's a game that is coming out. It looks to be due out in April. And that is an interview with Jason Appleton. If you loved Ultima Online, you may very well like Greedmonger. I know that I have purchased land in it, and I hope you will too. Check it out. That's part of a 3-set of interviews, and you can learn a lot about the game and what's going on, and maybe you can get into it. So, lower left, that is about What the Fast. And, that video is quite old. Look at that, I had hair. Look at that. I have an exit playing in one of the other videos. How about that? The one with me at the hat, that's about What the Fast. And What the Fast is actually a great application if you're having any lag problems. And it's especially great if you're playing from overseas. If the servers that you're playing with are of great distance, then you'll want to check out What the Fast, because it will it doesn't do anything funky that is against the terms of service. What it does is it shapes the route that your internet takes, your connection to the server takes, to make it the most efficient as possible. And people who are at great distances say that they get great results. And so I explain it all there, and so check it out. And so What the Fast might be something that would help you out if you have issues with lag. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll let the music play out here just a little bit, and while you enjoy the music, make your selection. Take care, everybody.